السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم، إن شاء الله تكونوا بألف خير يا رب. كل من شاهد هذا الفيديو، رجعت لكم حبايبي بفيديو جديد. قبل ما نشاهد هذا الفيديو لا تنسوا انكم تشتركوا في القناة وتفعلوا الجرس ليصلكم كل جديد، وكذلك طلب صغير يعني انكم تشتركوا معايا في الانستقرام، تلقاو اسمه موجود لهنا او لهنا يعني. ويلا الآن نتابع هذا الفيديو، يلا.
Newman looked very good in the heat. He qualified very strongly.
Kip Keita, Boucher's been probably number one most of the year. Saeed Gurney's been right with him. Longo, Sepeng and Borzakowski closest to us. What about him?
Well, Borzakowski, if Borzakowski keeps in contact tonight when the gun goes, he can cause some damage because we know how fast he's finished. He qualified in the most extravagant way the other night, and he could be there or thereabouts to pick up the pieces. They won't want this to be too slow, and I rather fancy that some of them may think that Kip Keita at the moment has a glass jaw, and the glass jaw could shatter if they start taking him significantly under 144. I think there'll be one between 143.6, 143.8. Sepeng we haven't spoken about.
Here's Schumann. We saw Dubé from Botswana in lane one. Schumann, 22-year-old German, in lane two, looked very impressive and running a personal best time in the semi-final. Kip Keita, no one's been as fast. Nobody's really been as good. I mean, he's been at his top in the mid-90s. Stood out in 96. Wouldn't run for Kenya. There's Boucher. Good man, semi-finals 4 years ago, second in the Europeans in 98.
Kip Keita beat Kip Keita in Gateshead. Appalling conditions, but a very powerful, very bullish runner, not overawed by these circumstances.
Saeed Gurney, a real chance from Algeria. Third last year when he was a revelation at the Worlds.
Yep, bronze medalist, real surprise, but ran personal bests in each of the 3 rounds to get through to the final. I think he's in with a good chance tonight.
Could Longo be the leader? He's won 143.7 recently.
I've got a feeling that Longo will take this out quite quickly. I think the occasion will also get to him. He's not going to finish, he won't finish in the way he opens, but he could be a force. Sepeng we saw qualify in a very, very poor performance. I mean, he got there by the skin of his teeth, but we know what he's capable of. He nearly won it in Seville last year. On form, he's a threat.
And he was second in Atlanta, and this young man, 19 years of age, Borzakowski, a Russian. No one from Russia's won the 800 in Olympic history. He will come with a flying run. He may give them too big a start.
He could be the youngest winner since Ted Meredith in 1912.
Going back a long way, isn't it? We're getting...
he could also be the first Russian to win a medal at this distance since Kirov in 1980.
So up they come. Kip Keita says a silent prayer. He stuck to his guns in 96 when he could have been seduced and run for the Kenyans and decided not to. And surely he would have been a clear-cut favourite.
Well, he beat Rodal, the winner, that year 5 times before the Olympics.
So what a moment for him. Almost set, men's 800 final. Away, so closest to us, Borzakowski. He'll drop back, you think. Sepeng, Longo, Saeed Gurney. Pushing through is Boucher, Schumann, Dubé well back, and Kip Keita also slightly back. So who's going to make a rush for the front? Longo of Italy all cuts across on Saeed Gurney. Boucher cuts across with him. Schumann pushes up. Sepeng, Kip Keita back a bit. And Borzakowski, as usual, is at the back and about 6 metres behind the second last runner.
Well, Boucher looking to take this pace along. He will be confident tonight. He's had a very good season. He's won from the front in Europe. Longo tracking him. Saeed Gurney moving comfortably into 3rd place. Kip Keita watching them closely.
Borzakowski much closer tonight. At the back still. So Boucher leads Longo, Schumann inside Saeed Gurney, Sepeng inside Kip Keita, Dubé and Borzakowski. Let's see the split. They were 49 in Atlanta. Well, have a look at this.
This is slow. This is slow for an Olympic final, and this, I think, gives Saeed Gurney a very serious chance.
Borzakowski about to get onto Kip Keita's back. 300 out, Boucher, Longo, Saeed Gurney outside, Schumann. Then Kipketer, Borzakowski takes off.
Borzakowski beginning to make his move, and with the kind of speed that he's got, he has to be very dangerous in this situation.
So as Kipketer let him go, Borzakowski's got around them. He's moved up very strongly. Longo, Boucher in trouble. Borzakowski, Kipketer leaves it late. Longo leads. Schumann gets out at the right time. Longo's a stride up as they enter the straight from Boucher, Schumann. Kipketer late, Borzakowski. Syed Gurney late and Sepeng. Kipketer with a flashing run. Syed Gurney out wide. Schumann's taken the lead. Will Kipketer get to him? Schumann's just in front. Kipketer won't get him. Schumann's won it. Kipketer second, Syed Gurney third. Can't believe it.
Why did Kipketer leave it so late? He could have won that at a stroll. Extraordinary piece of running. He knows it. He also knows he's made a serious error of judgment here. He needed only to be one stride closer to that leading pack to have won that. Schumann adds the Olympic crown to his European title, and that will be a very, very popular win, and important for Europe too.
Well, not a huge surprise because he was brilliant in the semi-final, but just the way that a couple of the favourites allowed him to have such a beautiful run and get through in the straight, and Kipketer leaving so much to do. Borzakowski ran his race differently tonight. He gave himself a chance perhaps, but he's proven to be most lethal when he's been off the back and coming late. And Syed Gurney also got himself into some trouble at the top of the straight.
Well, I think if you told Wilson Kipketer that he was going to lose an Olympic final a year ago in 1:45.14 and make the most primitive of errors coming into the finishing straight by allowing himself to be so ridiculously off the pace, I think he'd have been very surprised.
So a bit of a shock here. Schumann the gold, Kipketer the silver, and Syed Gurney gets the bronze medal. Here we are down the back. Now, Kipketer let Borzakowski go here.
Yeah.
Longo and Boucher have a battle, and Schumann sits behind them.
This was the point where Kipketer should have been seriously trying to close that gap. And if he'd followed Borzakowski laid the red carpet out in front of him. He could have stuck with Borzakowski. It would have taken him onto the shoulder of Schumann. He's still hesitant at this point, and this is why I was nervous about him before the race. There's something I've been uneasy about his running for the last few weeks, and you know, I just rather feel that he didn't believe in himself this evening. That's the difference between the gold and silver medal.
He still looked a chance here, but Schumann had such a cosy run. Kipketer winding up, Syed Gurney, Borzakowski's made his run. Sepeng not getting a lot of room, but probably doing his best. And Schumann getting over the top of them. Kipketer very late. Schumann knows he's coming. He's holding on. Syed Gurney even later. It's Germany first, Denmark second, and Algeria third in the men's 800 final.
انتهى الفيديو حبايبنا، انتهى الفيديو. ان شاء الله عجبكم الفيديو، ان شاء الله نتلاقى في فيديوهات جديدة، وانتم تكونوا بخير وصحة وسعادة يا رب، ونقول لكم مع السلامة.